Welcome to my aquaponics setup. This is your standard IBC tote. There's about 50 goldfish in there. My little invention, I call it the vacuum. If you pull it through so it has a siphon and you drill a bunch of holes at the bottom, it causes suction, and I just move that thing around the tank every once in a while, clean up different spots. That's my equalizing bar, built around the same principle. Comes over here and then goes down. There's 4 holes drilled at the bottom of that so that it spins the water around the bucket. The intake for my pump is this standpipe right here, and that's the filter that came with my pump. You don't want to leave your filter in your pump because it'll get all gummed up. If you just leave it off and adjust your flow with a valve somewhere else, your pump will get clogged up. So I used the filter for it, put it on a 1-inch thin wall Schedule 40 pipe, shoved it in there, and then just I pulled it up or down to adjust to where the water level sits between. And every once in a while, all I have to do is pull that filter off, walk out back, wash it off with a hose. And that's the majority of my cleanup. Every once in a while I use a vacuum thing to do the bottom of this, because I don't actually have a tap at the bottom. It will in the future. I learned my lesson. Here's my media bed. And that tomato's been in there a week, and it's doubled in size. That bean plant is just a few days old. Those little plants over there are all just a few days old. And I use just food grade safe, of course, plastic cups. Punch a bunch of holes in the bottom of them. You can use them as your net pots. I have the standard bell siphon like most people. And that's kind of my starter crop. I started off with some country onions, which took off like crazy. They do real well. I chose all crops that I researched to find out would do the best. That's all red leaf lettuce back there. There's zucchini right there, and the distance over there is kale, green bean, cherry tomato, and then I have these pieces of acrylic tubing with bobbers in them. So when you see the bobber at the top of the gravel, you know it's fixing to trigger when you're working on it from the other side. At night, those lights shine over here, and I can see the bobber. And I can see the bobber in this one. Now down here, I need to fix that. Well, this tube, this gives you a good example. You cut it at about a 90-degree angle. You put it through here, and you put the back side of it here. The low pressure caused by the water falling down through this through gravity sucks the air through the tube, therefore eliminating the need for an air stone, because it will pull down definitely a sufficient amount of air. Here, I just got through adjusting it and I forgot to put it back in. Alright. Alright. I guess I should have done this when it was going to trigger so I could show you just how much air that kicks in there, but I guess I could attach a clip. If there's any questions, anything you want to know, getting ready to build my first float table over there. Have about 24 plants in that one. That'll run from here down. Let's see. Any other questions, let me know. Thank you. Bye.